In Zimbabwe, few names spark as much attention, controversy, and fascination as Phillip Chiyangwa, a man known for luxury cars, bold statements, and a larger-than-life personality. To some, he is a self-made businessman, a symbol of ambition and success.
To others, he represents power, excess, and everything wrong with leadership in modern Zimbabwe. But one question remains: who really is Phillip Chiyangwa? And how did he rise to become one of the most talked-about figures in the country? Phillip Chiyangwa was born in Chinhoyi, a small town northwest of Harare. Like many Zimbabweans of his generation, his beginnings were far from glamorous. He pursued education in accounting and bookkeeping, developing skills that would later shape his business career. In a country going through political and economic transition, opportunity existed, but only for those willing to take risks. And Chiyangwa was willing to take many. Over the years, Chiyangwa built a reputation as a businessman involved in multiple industries. From property development to engineering to investment ventures. His companies expanded rapidly, and so did his visibility. But what made him different was not just his wealth, it was how he displayed it. Luxury vehicles, designer clothing, and a bold public presence turned him into a recognizable figure across Zimbabwe. Long before social media influencers, Phillip Chiyangwa had already mastered the art of attention. As his business influence grew, so did his political connections. Chiyangwa became involved with ZANU-PF, Zimbabwe's ruling party, and also served as a member of parliament, placing him closer to the center of power. He is widely known to be related to former President Robert Mugabe, a connection that drew both attention and criticism. Supporters saw him as a connected and influential leader, while critics questioned whether his success was built on merit or political advantage. And as his influence grew, so did the scrutiny. But perhaps the most dramatic chapter of his life came through football. Chiyangwa became president of the Zimbabwe Football Association, known as ZIFA, the governing body of football in Zimbabwe. He later rose to lead COSAFA, extending his influence across southern Africa. His leadership style was bold, loud, and often controversial. Press conferences turned into spectacles, promises were made, and expectations were high. But behind the scenes, problems began to emerge. There were accusations of mismanagement, claims of financial irregularities, and growing frustration from players, fans, and stakeholders. For a nation passionate about football, the situation became deeply emotional. Eventually, the controversies reached a breaking point, and Chiyangwa was banned from football activities in Zimbabwe, marking a dramatic fall from one of the most powerful positions in the sport. Despite the controversies, Phillip Chiyangwa remained a public figure. His personality made him impossible to ignore. From viral videos to bold speeches to extravagant fashion choices, he became a symbol of both success and excess. Online, opinions remained divided. Some admire his confidence and business achievements, while others criticize his leadership and question his legacy. But one thing is certain, he knows how to stay relevant. The story of Phillip Chiyangwa is not simple. It is a story of ambition, power, opportunity, and controversy. From humble beginnings in Chinhoyi, to boardrooms, to parliament, to the world of football. Few individuals have lived as loudly or as publicly. To some, he represents what is possible in Zimbabwe. To others, he represents the dangers of power without accountability. But regardless of where you stand, one thing is clear. Phillip Chiyangwa's story is far from forgotten. This is the African journey, telling Africa's most powerful stories.